Okay, I know it's not Christmas anymore, but in my defense, this is more wintry than Christmassy, and in case you haven't noticed, it's definitely winter right now. Hi! So like I said in my last video in which I talked about my New Year's resolutions, I want to stop what I have called one-up complaining. Now, what is one-up complaining, you ask? Well, that's a good question, and that's also why I'm making this video, because it's something that we all do, but you never realize it. And it's one of the most aggravating things in the world. I bet that now this is something that I've pointed out to you, you're gonna notice it every single time you talk to somebody. One-up complaining is when a friend is talking to you and they're complaining about something that's going on in their life. And you decide to respond with a complaint of your own, a complaint that you think is worse than theirs, or you try to one-up their complaint. I guess the psychology behind it would be that you try to make the other person feel better by letting them know that they could have it worse. But you're actually making the other person feel worse than they did before they started talking to you. You're basically saying to your friend, that's great and all, but here's a reason why that's actually not that big of a complaint. And you're also not listening to them. When they start talking, you start thinking of ways that you can respond and how to make your life sound worse than theirs. You're invalidating your friend's complaint, and you make them feel bad for sharing with you in the first place. No matter what your complaint is, whether your phone's died, or you got a bad grade on a test, or you have a lot of reading to do that night, your struggle with that is valid. Let me put it in another way. My dog died. Oh, I'm sorry. My dog died when I was little too. And then my cat just died, so I'm really sad about that. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. See what I mean? You just turned the conversation into being about you. So how do you avoid one-up complaining? Validate what the other person is saying by responding with things like, oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. That's really rough. That sounds hard, but I'm sure you can do it. Yeah, I hate essay tests too, but you'll get through it. Can I help you out somehow? Well, if you need to talk more about it, just let me know. By not turning the conversation around on yourself, you make the other person feel like they've really been heard. And 99% of the time, people complain because they just want somebody to listen to them. So that's why I've made it one of my resolutions this year to stop one-up complaining, because I know how horrible it feels to be on the other end of it. And so I want to challenge you. The next time one of your friends is complaining about homework or a test or something that's going on at home, make sure that you really listen to them. Try not to turn the conversation around on yourself unless you really have some helpful advice to offer them. But most of the time, people don't want advice. They just want somebody to lend an ear. I think I just got a little too serious. I'll see myself out. You're still here? You're still here after watching an entire video of me complaining about how people complain? Wow. You must have a higher tolerance for me than most people. Well, I guess that means you should head over to my channel and check out some of my other videos, in which I do a lot more complaining. Maybe I should rethink that.